How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another edition of All NBA 24/7. I'm your host, Rishi Kapoor. I can finally say that I got to see my favorite player, Vince Carter, play live. I went to the game last night. Atlanta came to town. I remember I'd already told all of you that I was going to be going to the game, and it didn't hit me until I actually got inside the building and I was about to go into the tunnel to go to my seats. And like it was just really like unbelievable. I wore that jersey. I wore this hat. My brother, he wore this jersey right here. And it was just so surreal to finally see him play because, as I did mention before, I went to the game when Memphis came to town about 4 years ago, and of all games, Vince Carter ended up getting injured a game prior, so he did not end up suiting for that game. And I was like, just my luck. But I did tweet him after the game, obviously, and he was able to retweet me, so it was awesome to get that. But I still hadn't, I still couldn't say, hey, I saw my favorite player play live, and I didn't want to bank on him coming back next year because he had said at the beginning of the season, I'm 90% sure that this is my last year, so I didn't want to bank on it, and so it was really important for me to go to this game, and what a game it was. When he entered the building, and when he came out, and got introduced, he got a standing ovation. It was just so great to see, the crowd cheer for him and appreciate his time and what he did to Toronto and what he brought to Toronto. Because there was a time where it was, just straight deep boos. I mean, his first return to Toronto was, I mean, LeBron, when he came to Cleveland, that's got nothing on when Vince Carter first came back to Toronto and the boos that he received. It was so deep and so thick. It was unreal. But now it's very great to see that time heals all wounds, and it was very great to see that the crowd appreciated what he brought to Toronto. I always appreciated him. I never really booed him. So and like I always defended him, and will continue to do so. You know what I mean? If I run into anybody, obviously who's got like negative things to say about Vince Carter, because he did a lot of, positive things for that city and putting that city on the map, putting basketball on the map in that city. So it was great to see, the crowd just, come rally and like acknowledge him. And he played pretty well, hit two threes, played about 14 minutes. I was happy to see him on the court, and actually he took the last shot to possibly win it for Atlanta. I mean, the game was very competitive. I was shocked at how Atlanta was keeping up with the Raptors, and because Kyle Lowry returned after his 10-game absence, against the Hawks, and it was crazy to see that the Hawks were keeping up, and the game was very competitive, very close, and it came down to clutch plays by Ibaka and Kawhi Leonard in the end that ultimately decided the Raptors win. And it's very great to see that, and I've been to four Raptors games and they've all been wins. So I'm 4-0 at Raptors games, and it's just so crazy to go into that building in the atmosphere, in the pregame introductions, and just everything about the game was just very very awesome, and it was an historical game because it might be Vince's last time in Toronto, so everybody will remember that game. And it was great to see that the Raptors won, but I just had a very fun time. I was on the edge of my seat throughout the entire game, just glued onto the court. The view was absolutely amazing. I was in section 118, and I had like a full view of the court. I don't like to go um, to the seats where you're behind the net or up in the nosebleeds or up in the suites. I mean, regardless, being in the building is awesome, but like, I'd much rather just watch it on TV, right? If that's the case. But like, I really like to have like a full size view of the court, and and be as near to the court as possible. And as if like I've got like kind of like a TV view, you know what I mean? Like that kind of angle, just of the whole entire court. And there were great seats, and it was great to see Vince, just get acknowledged, and just seeing him play live. I can finally say now that I got to see my favorite player, Vince Carter, play live, and that's awesome. I will always remember that game. I will always remember that time, and yeah, definitely a day to remember. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts of what you thought of the game. and how Vince Carter did. Let me know in the comment section below. I look forward to reading your comments, guys. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe on my videos. And I got a lot more videos coming through, guys. So I'll see you guys next time.